Hello, 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 ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all the ages. Welcome back to Wallaby Racing League Tier number 1, and we're here for the British Grand Prix, which is a sprint round, ladies and gentlemen. But we've got some breaking news. The championship is officially done and dusted with Left 4 Dead is your champion. Blades of Ice is not here this evening. So with that miss, it's Left 4 Dead is your Wallaby Racing League Season 6 champion. So GG's to Left 4 Dead. It's unfortunate that Bladey could not be here this evening, but it's Left 4 Dead has won the championship. Now, in regards to next week, the finale at Japan. At this current stage, it is still going on, chat. It is still going ahead, despite the game being the new game coming out on Tuesday. Well, the Champions Edition coming out on Tuesday. It's the finale at Japan will still run on this game, and dependent on numbers, it's going to be dependent on numbers, of course, but at this current stage, it is going ahead. So, just to recap, Left 4 Dead is your Wallaby Tier 1 Drivers Champion. And speaking of that, this is confirmation. There it is. The gap was 55 points. The title could have been won here regardless if Left 4 Dead scored enough points. But with Bladey not here, it's all done and dusted. There is 121 point gap between Left 4 Dead and Ryan 97. And Ryan missed out on last week. And Relics in P4, Geordie P5. Then we got Noodles, the Oxman, Oscar, Abyss, J-Rad in P10. J-Rad 9 points away from the 100-point gain. I think he can hit that. I think he can score those 9 points here this evening and hit that triple figure mark. Then we got Eagle by Accelerator, Zervings, Viper, Sniper, Frosty, Cash, Bot Day, and McIntyre is your 20th driver. The constructors, well, this is another story. This could be one here tonight as well. If Ferrari outscore Red Bull by a few more points, it's Ferrari, Red Bull, 13 points. And then we got Alfa Romeo in P3. They've secured P3 ages ago. We've got Williams in P4, AlphaTauri P5, Alpine P6. Excuse me. McLaren P7, Aston Martin P8, Mercedes P9, and Haas in P10. And every constructor has got over the 140 point mark. Ken Haas scored 6 points and hit that 150 mark. I think they can hit it as well. But the story is, the constructors, it's Ferrari against Red Bull, 13 points. It's 35 and 28 for the main. I mean, Ferrari's just got to beat Red Bull, really. It's got to be over 60 points. So I think it can be done here with the sprint race and the feature race to come here. So that is going to be a one to watch out for this evening. But as I said, Japan's still going ahead on this game next week. But again, it's going to be dependent on numbers. And we'll go from there. I don't know about the other 3 tiers. I think they're still going ahead as planned, but tier 1 could be that could be interesting. But currently it's Geordie Slater in P1, the Oxman P2, Bot Day P3, Eagle P4, Bio P5, Riley P6, Curtis P7, Relics P8, Viper P9, Magic Shock P10, Accelerator P11, and last of the time runners. And it's Left 4 Dead here now. About to finish off of that, goes up into P4 with Ryan 97 in P3. As Abyss is out, Zovinks coming around the final corner. P12. P12 for Zovinks. Noodles running no ABS. P6. P6 for Noodles. So we're just waiting on Kirsch, J-Rad and Frosty. J-Rad and Frosty are coming out now. Abyss looks like he'll be starting 19th and last here, chat. I don't think anyone else is on a lap. Where is Eagle? There is Eagle. There's a Mercedes. I think that might be Accelerate. Accelerate with the first car. Yep. He will be the first car to set a lap time on his second run here. ZK up on the Oxman. Goffey for the Ferrari. True Aussie Gamer up the Tauri. ZK for real true Aussie Gamer. Tauri is currently 5th and 10th. So they're both in the top 10. But a lot to play out for here. I no longer hold the lap record. I was about to say, was fun while it lasted, yeah. All for 24 hours. So chat, what do you want to talk about tonight? Because honestly, I was hoping Bladey will be racing, but obviously he's not here tonight. There's no championship battle to talk about. The only one to talk about is the constructors between Ferrari and Red Bull. It's Ryan and Relics against Lefty and Bio. So Ferrari have a 13-point gap. So So they need to beat the Bulls by 65 points here tonight. So if the Ferraris get 1-2s and the fastest lap points in both the sprint and the feature, they get 84 points. So, I mean, that's realistically what they have to do. And the Bulls, hopefully one of them score very, very low in both the sprint and the feature. Has been done, but can it happen? Imagine both teams go into next week level on points. That will be something to behold. Oh, fans. Excuse me. Well, Frosty goes up to P9. J-Rad's up into P14. Remember, he needs 9 points to hit that 100-point game. And to tell you what, this young Eagle right here needs 15 points to hit that 100-point game as well. So can Eagle score those 15 points to hit it? But chat, as I said, driver's title is done and dusted. Lefty is your champion. The Oxman goes to the top with a 24-7 if you don't mind, chat. Botte goes up into P2. Bio's now up into P1. Oh, this could spell disaster for the Ferraris here. Both of them are still in the pits. Lefty's out on track doing a lap here. Well, Geordie's now up into P1. Eagle is into the pits. Lefty's on a lap time here. And he's getting a tow from his teammate. And oh, Dick Curtis has left the session. And looks like Lefty was up on his time here. But wasn't purple. Curtis, there it is. Gaming card, invite to game. There we go. Let's see, Lefty, is he up? Is he down? He's half a tenth down in the middle sector. It's all gonna come to this final part of the track here now. He's bailed. He has bailed. And was the Oxman coming back into the pits as well. And Geordie's the only one still on track, but he'll be into the pits now anyway. So, he is the gap to leader, 1.3 separating the entire grid. The top three are all under a tenth. Blockdate's just under 2 tenths behind, so it is close up and down the field here. And we're still waiting on Kirsch to put in a lap time. So, and Kirsch is out on inters, so there we go. So he won't be putting in a competitive lap time at all. Well, there's a time. So Magic Shock will be the first car to set that time. Viper is out on track here now. Well, I don't think he realised his teammate's on Inter, so there's no point for Viper to wait for his teammate here to give him some slipstream. I wonder if Kirsch would let Magic Shot go through here. Actually, no, Kirsch had a penalty, didn't he? He had a quali ban, didn't he? Yeah, so, well, Magic Shot currently is the last of the time runners. Yeah, but Kirsch had a quali ban. I literally forgot. I didn't realise it until just now. Yeah, okay. So Magic Shot, the last driver, or the first driver to set that time. Everybody is now coming out, and he should be able to get ahead of that Aston, and he does. So he's got a clear track to him towards the McLaren of, I think it is Noodles. Yes, it is Noodles. So Magic Shock here. On to the first DRS straight here. There's some cars up ahead that need to get out of the way. Here we go. Traffic does get out of the way. He's barely up in the first sector. Is Magic Shot here on the fresh set of soft tyres here. In to the old part, towards the old turn 1 here. Oh God, my English is absolutely on fire tonight. And it's easy flat out there for Magic Shot. Kirsch has retired. Now into Maggots and Baguettes here. One of the most iconic sequence of corners here on the calendar. Nearly 3 tenths up is Magic Shot here. I'm surprised he can try and get the slipstream from that Mercedes there. Curtis is still not back into the lobby with a minute and a half to go. This could be disaster for the Toweries. I have sent him an invite to rejoin. And Magic Shot at the final corner goes up into P13. The 25.5 is good enough for P13. And just look at it. Everybody's under a second. Everybody is under a second. As we head on to the final run here. Ryan is a tenth, nearly 10th and a half up here into the old pit lane and old turn 1 coming up here. Is it going to be flat out for Ryan? It should be. And here he comes. Easy flat in 8th gear. He's shifted down to 7th, but goes back up into 8th gear. Into Maggots and Baguettes. The Ferrari. The bull, one of the bulls is ahead of Ryan. Can Ryan close in onto that? Nearly 3/10 up is Ryan. It's purple middle sector. Ryan is absolutely flying here. Is this going to be a potential front row here? Maybe even a P1 here. Into the final sequence of corners here. Excuse me. Round the final corner. Qualifying is now done. It's P3 for Ryan. P3 for Ryan. That is not good. In terms of their constructors' battle here, the Bulls are near enough each other here. Where is Relics? Jared's up at the P12. Relics nearly half a second up here. Around the final corner. It's P6. P6 for the Ferrari. So he's ahead of Lefty. Lefty's barely up in the first sector. What is he in the middle sector here? 3/10. Near enough 3/10 up is Left for Dead. This is going to spell trouble for the Ferraris here. This is the quality for the sprint race. As Geordie goes even quicker into P1, the Oxman's in P2. It's P6. P6 for Lefty. Bio's P2. Relics is all the way down in P9. So that is it. That is it, chat. Geordie Slater gets pole position ahead of Bio and the Oxman. Ryan P4. Botte P5. Left for Dead P6. Noodles P7. Frosty P8. Relics P9. And Viper in P10. And it's points up to P10 in the sprint race. And there it is. We'll get the screenshots. And just over a second is the entire grid. That is uber close for everybody up and down the field. Abyss and Curse did not set lap times. Accelerator gets the coveted Drunk Driver Award here this evening. So congratulations to Accelerator. But I tell you what, in terms of the constructors, it's all with Red Bull at the moment here. Ryan's probably going to beat both Bulls and Relics. He needs a top 5, I think. I think he needs a top 5 to keep the lead in the constructors. As we move into the the sprint race, actually. But what a quali session, lads. What a quali session. And welcome to the Paddock Club here, chat. Welcome to the Paddock Club. I don't know if... Curtis hasn't said anything in the Discord, so this could be disaster for the Toweries here this evening. I'm not sure what the overall situation is coming into tonight, but it's fair to say the Toweries could be in a lot of trouble in their placings. But here we go for 5 red lights for the British Grand Prix, and it's lights out and away we go. We'll be advertised in just a few moments here. And it looks like everybody's getting through. Geordie, Bio, the Oxford now looking for a move. Oh, he's got it round the outside. Oh, he's got it. Ryan goes down the inside. Has he got the grip? He hasn't got the grip. But the Oxman is up in the P2 on the soft compound tyres. There is 9 laps in this sprint. There it is, chat. There is the issue. Oh, Bottas got Ryan. Lefty's now now got Ryan. Oh, this is huge for the constructors. It's not coming up Millhouse for the Ferraris here. But Ryan stays back ahead, I think. Yes, he does. No, he does. Left 4 Dead is now ahead, and now both Bulls are ahead of both Ferraris. This is not good news. As the Oxman's up in the P1. The Oxman's up in the P1 here. Can he break away from Geordie Slater here? This is going to be huge, chat. This is going to be huge for the Oxman to claim pole position for the feature race. Bio and Botte are going at it as well. And Lefty is up in the P4. It's gone from bad to worse for the Ferraris. Oh, Relics is around. Relics is down in 19th, and I think that could be it. Yes, we do have a feature. Botte's getting swamped up here. It's going to be down to Ryan to beat both Red Bulls. It's going to be down to Ryan to help out or to beat both Bulls to have some sort of chance. Can Relics claw his way back up into at least P10 to grab himself a point in this situation? We can't rule out a safety car too, chat. We can't rule out. There's been a couple more recently in these sprint races here in Britain. But it is T1, so anything is possible, chat. And yeah, Ox has to check out before the DRS is activated. He needs to find another half a second for anything to happen. Jarad's had a moment. Sorry, chat, I forgot I didn't have the telemetry up. Bio's got the fastest lap here. Jarad's retired into the pits. I think he got some damage. Oh, Accelerator's coming in too. Oh, dear. Oh, and Accelerator's retired as well. He's just seen his teammates into the pits as the Oxman has a bit of a moment. As Ryan and Lefty are still going at it. 7 laps to go. Relics is up into P14. He's 2.5 seconds behind Eagle. He really needs to close in on them ASAP. Oh. Frosty and Bot, they've had a collision. They've had a collision. And Ryan is up into P4. Ryan is up into P4. Is ahead of one bull. Can he get ahead of the other bull here? I got wing damage because someone knocked up and ghosted me. Oh dear. As Riley's got the fastest lap here. Eagle has overtaken Zerving. See, Relics and Botte. We're going for round 2 here. If you know, you know, chat. Abyss is up into P8. What a drive from Abyss. Starting from the back. And he's up into the points here. So, fair play to Abyss here. He's got no battery to play with. But huge for Abyss. And good for Alpine as well. Relics has overtaken Botte. Down in 13th. He's 1.2 seconds behind Zervinks. Relics really needs to close in on Zervinks. And Eagle as well. And then just hope for the best in terms of Maybe another incident might happen. You just don't know. Ryan's got a little bit less battery than most of the guys in around. Lefty's got 30%. And Botte's ahead of Relics. Ryler's still within that DRS, so he now needs to charge up the battery. He's got to charge it up here. The Oxman's still hanging on to this P1 very, very well here. Geordie's saving a lot of battery as well. Ryan 97 has got some battery with him. Ryan here now. This is the fight we're going to be focusing on because it is Ferrari v Red Bull in the Constructors' battle here. As Geordie now takes the lead, he is by going to take P2. He's gone for it. He has gone for it. Oh dear. So at this point in time, Bio will have 9 points. Lefty will have 6. That's 15 points. But Ryan will have 7 points next to his name there. So at this point in time, the gap is only 5 points. The gap is only going to be 5 points heading into the feature race here. But we've still got 3 and a bit laps to go, chat. 3 and a bit laps to go. Ken Vrelix, he's closing in on Zervinx and Eagle. Well, Bio now leads. So the gap is now 4 points as it stands. As it stands, it's 4 points. The gap, Eagle and Zervinx are still going at it. And if you cast... Oh, Manchester's got a penalty. I think that's going to be a retirement coming his way. Who's got the fastest lap point? That is also crucial. Rylo's got that. So, that's an extra point gone. And Ryan's up to P3. So, it's back up to 5 points, the gap. 5 points to gap. Last to first for J-Rad. Manchester's on Inters. Oh, D fans. Manchester think it's going to be raining in the last 2 laps here. Oh, Geordie. Geordie's gone for the retake, and he's got it. He has got it. Oh, Noodles thought about a move on Lefty. Accelerator's left the lesson. He forgets there's one more race to go. Oh, Eagle's had a moment. Eagle has had a moment, but Felix, I don't think he's close enough to score anything. He needs, he's up at the P11. He needs an accident to happen up ahead here to help out Ryan. in this battle for the constructors. We've got 2 laps to go, chat. 2 laps to go. There's yellow flags. I think it's Bottay's had a moment. Bottay has had a moment. 2 laps to go. Excuse me. Relics really needs an accident to happen up ahead here. An accelerator has rejoined in. Frosty and Viper battling. That might help Relics out to close in on him. But 2 laps to go, chat. 2 laps to go. And this 7-car DRS trainee, there's yellow flags. I think Magic Shock's going for another lap here on the inters. Lefty thought about it. Bottay's got a penalty. That's a retirement for Bottay. But here we go, chat. The final lap. The final lap is here now, chat. Geordie's got a lot more battery than what Bayer is running. Let's yellow flag sector 1. It's just Bottay's car. Yes, we do. I will read them out again in just a few moments. But we're watching this battle here. This is going to be crucial. Can Ryan beat both Red Bulls here? I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think it's going to happen. Is a Bio going to be on the top step here? Is it going to be P1 for Bio? Jordan goes around the outside here. He's holding firm. He's got it. Ryan does not go for any moves there. But it's going to be Geordie Slater holding on for dear life. And wins the sprint race. It's Bio P2, Ryan P3, the Oxman P4, Left 4 Dead P5, Noodles P6, Rilo P7, Abyss P8, Frosty gets P9 on the line, Viper gets a point for Haas, Relics P11, Zervix P12, Eagle P13, Kirsch will get P14, Curtis 15th, Magic Shock 16th. But the points right now is it's 9. It's 9 and I think 7 points. Well, I'll get confirmation in just a few moments, chat. But we'll get the sprint results here. So it's 9, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. So it's 15 points for the Bulls here. And 8 for Ferrari. The gap was 13 points. So what's that? It's 7 points gained. So it's 6 points heading into the feature race. As it stands, it is 6 points to Ferrari heading into the feature race. We've got a feature race on our hands here, chat. As it stands, 6 points lead to Ferrari. But this is where it all comes down to. Don't forget, we still got, if there's going to be any stewards as well. This is pre-stewards, of course. So currently, as it stands, it's 13 to 8. No, 15 to 8. in favour of Red Bull ahead of Ferrari. And the gap is 6 points. 6 points is the gap. Can Relics claw his way back up the order here? It's going to fall on Relics' shoulders. I think Ferrari's hopes has fallen on Relics' shoulders to climb up the order and score enough points to beat the Bulls here. We'll get the calculators towards the end here, chat. But I think it's advantage Red Bull. I think it's advantage Red Bull, despite, yes, there's 6 points difference now. But we get ready for 5 red lights here. And it's lights out, and away we go. Jordy gets up the line pretty well. Bio still holds on the P2. Ryan on the hard compound tyres. Is he going to make a move here? A little bit of contact. Round the outside if you don't mind. Ryler's had a moment. Ryler has had a moment. Rolex is down in the 13th and still he's lost another position to J-Rad. And the Oxford thought about a move onto Riney. So this carnage in the backfield. It's Rilo, Bot Day, Viper, J-Rad has all had moments. Relics is into P10. Relics is in the top 10. That could be huge. But he's 1.6 seconds behind Zervinx. He really needs to get back into that DRS. Into that DRS zone of Zervinx. And at the moment, Eagle is fighting him. Oh, Relics has got damage! Relics has got damage! Oh, another twist in the Constructors' battle! Relics having damage on the opening lap! He has to pit! He's got to pit! Zervinx is also into the pits! And that's the opening lap done! Jarrett and Viper are also into the pits. It's carnage in the backfield here, chat. Right now, Abyss has gained another position of the start line. My word, he started from 19th, getting up into P8, getting some points for the Peens. And is now up into P7, so he's overtaken Frosty. Huge. Now we cannot rule out a safety car, chat. There is 3 trains at the moment. We got this big train to P8. The next train is Eagle, Accelerator, Curse, Magic Shots up into P12. And this sort of train of Rilo, Curtis, and Bot Day. But I think we can't count Curtis because he still hasn't got back into the game for some reason. He left in qualifying. I've re-invited him, but he hasn't come back. So I think that could be a disqualification from both feature and the sprint as well. Oh dear, AlphaTauri. AlphaTauri, Ryan here now. Well, no great surprises in the top 10 are on the hards, Kirsch mediums, Magic Shot on the soft tyres, then Ryler, Botte, Curtis, hards, and then Civics, Relics, J-Rad, Viper are on the medium tyres. So it's all hard running in this feature. Positional gains. Accelerator's up 9. Magic's up 4. Same with Eagle. 3 for Curse, 3 for Bot Day. 1 each for Abyss and Frosty. Viper's down 9. Relics and Rilo down 6. And Servings is down 4. These are your biggest winners and losers right there, chat. Again, this Constructors battle has fallen on Relics' shoulders, and getting damage on the opening lap is not good news. We cannot count out a safety car. But considering what happened with Rapid's British Grand Prix, there was no safety car, so something has got to give here. Rylo's still got that fastest lap. Well, Viper's now got it. That's with Haas. And I've done some quick maths. As it stands, Red Bull will be Constructors champions by 17 points. So, of course, there's a long way to go. And, well, it's gone from bad to worse. Bio now leads. Bio now leads this race. What the Buck 4, Zervings, Relics, Viper, Jared, they all need a safety car. They all need a safety car. Alright, right now knows the situation. He has to make this move. Can he make it stick? Oh my word, Bio's gone off track. That could be a warning for Bio here. That could be crucial. Later on in this race. Oh, Bob! Bio's having some internet issues! Bio is having some internet issues! Oh dear! Another twist in the tail here! Ryan now leads. Lefty's up into P4, P5, back down to P5 here now. Bio's up into P3. Oh my word. At the moment, Bio's still in. So, hopefully it's resolved the issues. I can't help his internet. Don't blame me. Blame his internet. We'll revisit the points currently in a little bit, but some good racing here. Can Noodles upset the apple cart here? We can't forget too, chat, that Japan is still going ahead next week, but it is going to be dependent on numbers, and I know a little bit of the numbers issue. which I won't say on stream. But if it does need going ahead, we could have a very, very different grid next week. Is all I'll say. Excuse me. Abyss doing very well. He's got a lot more battery than what he had in the sprint here. He's been in this DRS train here. Viper's got a time penalty. Oh, Relics has got a 3-second. If it does indeed, if Japan does not go ahead, these points will matter. And Relics having a time penalty is not going to be beneficial. Zervix has got a penalty. And Left 4 Dead's up into P4. He's up into P4. I'm not jinxing anybody. I'm more focused on the Red Bull Ferrari battle here. So as it stands, Relics does have a point next to his name because I think Curtis will be disqualified from the session here because he left in qualifying and has not been back. So right now Relics has 1 point next to his name, technically. So again, Bio's getting dangerously close to being outside DRS. It's still going to be in it. Is Bio maybe saving some tyres to go a little bit longer here? I wonder. I wonder if his tyres were overheating just a little bit. But lap 8 out of 26. He cannot rule out a safety car, chat. He just can't. Just cannot rule it out. Excuse me. I'll tell you what. To make matters worse, Bot Day and Magic Shock are closing in on this battle here. And if they join this training, it's going to be even harder for Servings and Relics to get into that fight. For any more points. They'll be fighting for 15th place and 1 point. So, oh, Magic Shot's into the pits. Okay, well, he's in. What is he going into? Is it the hard tires? No, it's medium. No, wait, it is hards. Yeah, it is hards. I don't know. Oh, Relics is in. Why? I think that's it. I think that is it. I honestly, chat, I think that's it. I don't understand that. 18 laps to go, and you're in. I don't know, chat. Unless he got other damage, car damage, but I didn't see anything else. So I think that is it, and Ryan now knows I think you would have seen it come up on his screen. I think that is it. I think the Bulls now are just going to relax. There is no point fighting. Honestly, I am speechless at that. You're in the Constructors' battle with Red Bull. You're technically in the points. And you do that. Right now, Ferrari need to pray that one of them has a crash or something. But we've got to remember, post the sprint race, it was 6 points the gap to Ferrari. Ferrari had a lead of 6 points after the sprint race. Ryan currently is in P1, so that's 35 points. So the gap is 41. P3, P4 is 43 in total, which means the Bulls will be winning, or will win the Constructors by 2 points. So, realistically, the Bulls cannot drop a position at all. They have to stay this position to either win the Constructors or take the lead of the Constructors heading into Japan next week. So they cannot drop a position at all. So, yeah, that's the points as it stands. Right now, Ryan needs the Oxford and Noodles to overtake both Red Bulls, just to stay ahead in the Constructors if Japan does indeed go ahead next week. Because, again, next week we could have a very, very different grid next week. And Radix has left the session. I think, I think we won't be seeing him next week at Japan. So, yeah, we could have 2 T2 races next week, chat. Tier 2 on Tuesday and Tier 2 on Wednesday. Or half the grid be Tier 2 at least, anyway. But at the moment, we're in this 8-car training in which, again, the most memory I have is Rapid. The exact same thing, and then the pit stops happen. Oh, the Oxman. The Oxman's going for it. This could be huge in the context. Oh, he's got the move done. Oh, but here comes Lefty. Down the inside. Bit of contact. Oh, Noodles just could not get the traction down. He just couldn't get the traction down. Accelerator is into the pits. So right now, if the race was to end like this, both Ferrari and Red Bull would be tied on points. So that's why I said the Bulls could not each drop a position. Only one of them realistically could. So it'll go on count back. And I still think the Bulls would still be champions because I think they've got more 1-2s than what Ferrari have got. So, again, the Oxmen doing a favour to Ryan here. Eagle making a lovely move. Excuse me. And the Pins 8 and 9 here, they're doing very, very well here. What does P9 get you? Is that the 15 points or? No, it's only 10 points. So he needed 5 points to hit that 100-point game. Does young Eagle? I think that would be a very successful season if Eagle were to get those extra 5 points. I think he needs P6 to get it. Yeah, he needs P6 to hit that 100-point game. So, one to watch out for here. I tell you what, the Oxman's making the Bulls very, very nervous here. We've got half the Grand Prix to go here. And I stated a few moments ago, chat, if the race were to end like this, the Ferrari and Red Bull would be tied on points. And I still think the Bulls would still be champions on countback. Oh, the Oxman's in! The Oxman is in! Oh, dear! Oh, Frosty's ahead of Noodles! Oh, dear! Vilo's also in! Eagle's in, Kirsch is in. Bonte has stayed out. Alright, this is the undercut attempt for the Oxman. We gotta remember, this is the slowest the slowest pit lane on the calendar. So we'll bring up the gaps to the leader. Kirsch is on softs. He's going to go to the end 12 laps on softs. That is interesting. .6 seconds is the gap between Ryan and the Oxfam here. This is going to be crucial here. Does any of the top 5 pit? Do they pit? Ryan's pitting. Lefty has to stay out. Doesn't want a double stack. Abyss is in. Is Botte going to pit as well? He doesn't. He stays out. Ryan into his pit box. Here comes the Oxman. Viper's got himself a 3-second time penalty. The Oxman coming into this final part of the track here. Into the final couple of corners. Ryan is slowly but surely coming out. Where is the Oxman? He's at the final corner. Ryan, I think... Oh, this is going to be super duper close. Ryan now goes. Is he going to be ahead of the Oxman? He is. There's some yellow flags. It's Rilo. Rilo's around. Viper's into the pit. So Ryan does the overcut. He does the overcut ahead of the Oxman here. Noodles could not get Bio, but Frosty is ahead of Bio. That is good news for Ferrari fans out there. And now it's Botte and Lefty left to go to pit. Lefty could be at the behind Abyss here. There's the Invernals. Lefty could be behind Abyss. Is it mediums or softs? I think it's going to be mediums for Lefty here. It is mediums for Lefty. Botte has stayed out. Botte has stayed out. So Ryan will inherit the lead, but where does Left 4 Dead come out here? I think it's going to be behind Abyss. They're all coming through. It is Abyss. Yes, it is. He comes out behind Abyss. And not in DRS. But he's on the fresher rubber, so I think he'll close that gap up pretty quickly. Now, Left 4 Dead has to play his cards here and try at least get up to his teammate here. Because don't forget, Botte's got a pit. He's the pigeon amongst the cats here. So Botte, who's yet to pit, with 10 laps to go, it'll be 9 when he does pit. If he goes on to a set of soft tyres, he stays out again. But I think Botte's going to wait for a safety car. I think Botte's waiting for a safety car. And if we remember the rapid race, he took him what, 20, I think it was like 24 and a sector laps before he got a puncture. So if there's no safety car by lap 23, his race is done. So it's the DRS and the slipstream is too powerful. But we're focusing on this man currently. He's got no one around. That's because he hasn't pitted. But once he pits, we'll work out the point situation in just a moment here. Fastest lap is going to be crucial, I think. Bio has it, so Bio has got the fastest lap point next to his name. That could be a crucial point after this race. And Botte's now coming in. He is now coming in, chat. Oh, some drama in the backfield here, chat. So, we got to remember, Ferrari were leading by 6 points. Ryan is in first, so that's 35 points. So, it's 41 points the gap. Bio P3 gets 23 points. Lefty in P8 gets 12 points. That is 35 points. But Bio's also get that point, so that's 36 points. So, as it stands, Ferrari are still leading these constructors by 5 points. 5 points is the gap as it stands. That is also factoring the sprint race, Maxi. It was 15-7 to the Bulls against Ferrari. There was a 13-point gap already pre the race. So, huge, chat. Huge. We've got... This race has just flown by too, chat. This race has flown by. We've got 7 laps to go. Botte is on a set of soft compound tyres, so that point might go to the Toweries here. And Lefty is in that DRS train here. I think he's watching the stream here, saying that Ferrari's still leading these constructors by 5 points. So he's picked up pace and joined this train. But he's got... I think he needs P6 minimum. I think. And that needs P5 minimum. P5 minimum. So, a lot to play out here, chat. A lot to play out here. 6 laps to go. Still time for a safety car. Oh, I think that might be the game itself. I don't think there was any contact there. I could be wrong though, but if there was, luckily no damage for Lefty there. He's gone for the move. P7. Still needs another 3 points. Or 4 points, technically, to take either the win or the lead in the Constructors here. Because Japan, what I say is still going on. It's a question mark on who is actually going to show up next week. So, again, chat, everything up in the air here. And Lefty up into P6. Oh! Oh, Frosty's let Lefty go, so... Well, there it is! As it stands, Red Bull is currently P1. By a point. By 1 point. Magic into the pits. Joy got near enough 100% battery. Fair play. 5 laps to go, chat. 5 laps to go. I don't think too. Who's Brian still got it? Excuse me, Kano. If Magic somehow does take that fast lap, then both teams will be on equal points. But I still think Red Bull will still win the title because I think they've got more 1-2s than what Ferrari have got. So, excuse me. I'm surprised Botte hasn't gotten it. 27-7, 27-4. Magic Shot needs to fall 1.1 seconds, or just over 1.1 seconds, to claim that fastest lap and hope for no safety car. This is technically the final lap for a safety car too, chat. So, anything is possible here. Where is Magic? I think that's him at the final couple of corners. Yep, it is. He's got some sort of clean air ahead of him. So, he does have some clean air ahead of him. So, maybe it won't be as bad for when he goes for that pointy, but it might not matter because the Oxman is putting Bio under all sorts of pressure here. This time goes around the outside. Oh, great camera angle. Oh! Oh, that could have been disaster, ladies and gentlemen. That could have been disaster. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Well, Left 4 Dead is outside DRS. He's still got it. Oh, boy. I think Bio might have got some damage. I think Bio's got some damage. I think that slam into the side of the Oxman, I think that's giving him some damage. We're right on board. Yeah, I think he's got damage. Oh, another twist in the tail here. Another twist in the tail. Oh, Bio! Bio's down in the P8! Oh my word! The Oxman's up in the P3! Oh my, and Bio has stayed out. He's just got to claw points. Menchuk's had a moment in the second sector, but we got to get the calculators out. Oh dear. Abyss and Noodles are going at it. Bio's still hanging on for dear life to that DRS. We'll get the calculators at the end of the race here. We've got 2 laps to go, chat. We've got 2 laps to go, so no safety car can come out. So, ladies and gentlemen, next week, Japan, while it's still confirmed to go on, it's going to be dependent on numbers and who shows up. But at this rate, I think Ferrari are going to be leading the constructors heading towards to Japan. Magic Shock has retired into the pits. We're about to start the final lap of the race. Final lap of the race. Bio down in P8. I don't think that's enough. Even though Lefty's in P3, we've got 2 DRS zones to go. We're coming up to the first one here now. I'm surprised the Oxman didn't get any other car damage. This is huge. We still got the fight on for the win, but we're focusing on P3 at the moment. That's where it's all happening at the moment. Is Frosty going to make a move? No, he doesn't. We've got 1 DRS zone to go. Geordie Slater's got 100% battery. Ryan, about 60%. And his petrol light is flashing. His petrol light is flashing, is Ryan. Does he have enough to get to the line? Here we go. Maggots and Beggots, Cops Corner. Or Maggots and Beggots and Chapel corner. Apologies. Geordie. Trying to break that slipstream is Ryan. He's got the inside line. Round the outside goes Geordie. I think there's a little bit of contact. He's gone for it on the inside. Oh, the Oxman is out. The Oxman is out. Ryan still holds on. Ryan wins. It's Geordie P2. Left for Dead P3. P7 for Bio. Let's get the calculators out. Let's get the calculators out. So P3 and P7. It is 37 points. So it's 4 points. Who's got the fastest lap? It's 3 points currently with Bio. Is Rilo on the fastest lap here? It's purple middle sector. It's not going to matter because Ferrari are still going to be leading the constructors heading into Japan. But it's also going to be an issue because I don't know if Left 4 Dead is going to be sent to the stewards with that incident. I think Bio might get sent to the stewards as well. Ryder's got that point. Oh my word. 4 points is the difference between Ferrari and Red Bull. Controversy. Controversy at Britain, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I say again, Japan is on. But it's going to be down to who shows up next week. Right now, pre-stewards, of course. Pre-stewards. Remember that, chat. Pre-stewards. Ferrari are leading the constructors by 4 points. It's either 3 or 4 points. But it's single-digit margins regardless. And we'll get the top 3 in to have a chat. But we'll get the race results here. Will Left 4 Dead be sent to the stewards? So the sprint, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, that's 15, 7. So 8 points was the gap. So the difference was 5. So 5 points heading into the feature. So 40, 23 plus 7 is 14, 30. So 3 points is the gap. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll get the top 3 in to have a chat. Geordie, we're waiting on Left 4 Dead. I can't spell apparently. Alright, and the top 3 are in chat. We'll kick off with P3 man, Left 4 Dead. Controversy at the end there. At this moment in time, you're 3 points short to Ferrari. But tell us about that race, both the sprint and the feature, from your perspective.
Yeah, it felt terrible. I mean, I had no pace compared to the guys in front. My battle was just with Oxchillo and Frosty and Noodles racing most of the time, so I didn't think I was going to manage to get on the top 3, and I wouldn't have done if whatever happened with Bio and Oxchillo didn't happen. So I think P5 was my max day on pure pace, and then P3 I just got lucky to get that.
And Japan next week, it's still going ahead. I don't know if you're going to be showing up, but if you do, what are your thoughts heading over there?
With
the Constructors Battle on the line too.
I'll definitely be showing up just because of the Constructors Battle. I mean, if both Ferraris show up, it's pretty much game over. But yeah, I like the track. Hopefully I have a better setup than I used last time. That was terrible. But yeah, it should be fun. Well,
GG's on one deserved P3. Hopefully we'll see you back on the podium next week for the finale. We got a P2 man, Geordie. What a race! What an ending! So close yet so far. Good battle between you and Ryan. We caught glimpses of it at the end there, but we're focusing on the P3 battle for most of that race. But tell us about that race from your perspective. The feature and the sprint, of course.
Yeah, they were good fights. I think the main race was more just similar to the last lap. Unfortunately, we didn't quite have enough straight line speed. Probably cooked it a little bit trying to go for a switchback on the last corner. But at the time, I thought it was the best option, so I'm not too mad. I tried. Honestly, I'm just. I would have been more mad if I didn't have to go. So I had to go as best I could. GG to Ryan. Too much straight line speed today.
And Japan, same thing. Japan still going on next week. If you are showing up, what are your thoughts heading over there?
I won't even be at home next week, Friday, so I won't be there. But just for the sake of sakes, Japan is a very nice city. So change in the city.
Well, GG's on what deserved P2. Hopefully we'll see you back on the podium next week. And we go to the race winner. Boy, oh boy, I bet you're feeling defeated when you saw Relix's name come up when he retired in the pits. But you still managed to win, and the Bulls had an implosion towards the end there. But tell us about that race, and the sprint race too, from your perspective.
Yeah, similar to Rapid, I could tell pretty quickly I had some straight line advantage. So I burnt all my battery to get to the front, and then hoped that we could just, not be doing funny games and just drive along. And yeah, pit the right time, managed to stay in the lead, and then yeah, we saw the DRS train break, so I burnt a lot of my battery there to make sure that they weren't going to get back in. And then yeah, managed to hold on at the end with the straight line speed difference again. Good fun.
And same thing, Japan. I don't know if you're showing up next week or not, but if you are, what are your thoughts heading over there?
Probably will be showing up because I don't think I'll be playing the new game. So yeah, I usually go alright Japan, so it'll be good fun.
Well, GG's on a well-deserved race win. Hopefully we'll see you back on the podium next week. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. We're done for another weekend of Wallaby Racing League action. All the tiers are done, but don't forget the finale starts this Sunday with Tier 4, Tier 3, Tier 2 on Tuesday, Tier 1 next Wednesday. At this stage, chat, it is still going ahead, but it's going to be dependent of numbers, and I do know a few people not showing up. So again, we will have a very, very different grid. I think half the grid will be Tier 2 next week. So again, finale Japan next week. Well, hopefully we'll see you there. Goodbye.